Hi, want to learn how to do a competitor analysis for Instagram? In this video, I'll show you the exact steps that you can follow to conduct a competitor analysis on Instagram. So, competitor analysis is a very useful process. I use it as market research, and it's always good to know what your competitors are doing, especially if you are starting up a new Instagram account for a business, or if you have an existing presence but you just want to stay on top of your competitors. So either way, you're going to find this competitive analysis useful. For example, if you're a startup, then you don't want to reinvent the wheel. You want to use proven strategies and proven methods that work for your specific industry and for your specific target audience. So that's why you need to look at your closest competition. On the other hand, if you're an existing brand and you see a competitor that is doing something better than you, or it's suddenly growing their followers numbers, it's growing in popularity, people are talking all over the town about them, you would want to know what they're doing well, and so you can replicate their strategy. So when it comes to competitor analysis, I use 4 simple steps to plan my strategy. So the first step is actually defining your competitors. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but it's really important to know who your competitors are. So look at industry keywords. Go to Instagram, open the search bar and type in your industry. For example, photographer plus New York. Or you can just use the location tag and search local businesses that appear on Instagram. So search keywords, hashtags, location tags, and also you can look at your audience, at your customers, and see which accounts, which brands in your industry they interact with. So once you've defined your 3 competitors, you're going to have to go to step number 2. So the second thing you have to do is create a worksheet or any kind of file where you're going to track your competitor. I use an Excel worksheet that works really well. This is a template that I adapted from HubSpot. You can download this template free from the link in my description, and you can just customize it to fit your needs. So this worksheet will help you track all the actions that these competitors are making, and you can see which of their actions are actually influencing their strategy. So when you create this template, you should look at followers, engagement rate, hashtags they use, how often they post, what post formats they're using, what are the 3 content pillars, how they engage, where they engage, and how do they reply to comments, and also what is their marketing goal. This is very important because different brands have different goals with Instagram. So most of the brands will use Instagram to engage with their online audience, but not everyone will fall into the same category. So some brands may use it to promote sales on their websites, or you can just use it for brand awareness. So now that you've gathered all this data regarding your competitors' Instagram strategy, you can go ahead and do a SWOT analysis. So a SWOT analysis is actually a strategic marketing tool. You can use it to audit your own account, or you can use it to audit a competitor's account. So the steps are quite similar. If you're interested to know more about auditing your own account, you can check this video up here. And today I'm going to show you how to use a SWOT analysis to track your competitors. A SWOT analysis can help you analyze the data that you have got through your intel by looking at your competitors' accounts on Instagram, and you can understand where exactly you stand compared to your top rivals. You can use the same template that I attached to list down your competitors' strengths and weaknesses, and based on that you're going to come up with opportunities and threats to avoid in order to get ahead of them. And this brings us to the last step, which is actually to monitor your competitors over a long duration of time. In this changing world, you can't just think of your competitors as you're looking at them today and they're going to do the same thing over and over, because everyone is agile. In order to be able to be a top brand on Instagram, you need to be constantly changing, constantly innovating, and trying new things. So the likelihood that your competitors are constantly innovating and learning and improving, it's also a factor that you need to take in consideration. Next, I'm going to show you some of my favorite tools to study my competitors. So the first free tool you can use is called Flanks, but you have to register under a paid account. And you can actually get a 30 days free trial, I'm sure. So you go to Instagram tracker, and then it will show you a chart where you can see your engagement rate compared to your top competitors. So another tool that you can use to monitor your competitors is Share My Insight. You can add up to 3 competitors, and your competitors must be business profiles. So then you can go to competitor overview and you can track your followers growth. You can look at your top posts, how many posts they share in a week. You can look at engagement, how many likes, comments, and what's the average engagement rate for the week, and a bunch of other interesting insights that will help you with your competitor analysis.
Lastly, I want to share a mobile app that you can use to analyze your competitors. It's called Ninjalytics, and all you have to do is you have to key in an Instagram user account. Make sure the account has more than 1,000 followers, and then the app will show you a lot of interesting insights and stats about this account. It will show you the followers growth, it will show you top posts, the top hashtags they have used, and whether they use follow unfollow methods to grow their followers. So I love this app because it's very quick and handy to use even when you're on the go.
So it's good to do a competitor review right before you start your Instagram, but also it's good to update it every quarter or every 6 months or even every year. And this is important because your competitive landscape definitely changes over time, and there are also maybe new competitors entering the market and others exiting. So now that you know my process of how I use competitor analysis on Instagram, I hope you apply these tips and let me know if any of these tools help you in your strategy.